Hi, hi. How are you guys this evening? My name is Sher. I'm an intuitive. Honestly, I promote the sharing of peace and love in the universe. One of the ways I do that is by giving people clarity in life situations. I also teach on living on higher vibrational frequency, that happy frequency where you wake up excited about life. Uh, I know, hard to remember, right? Sometimes you forget that that exists in our world today. This is a course on spiritual awakening and learning to live in a higher vibrational uh, level, I guess, leveling up, becoming your best self, your highest version of who you can be, who you want to be. This course is real. Uh, there's not much pretense. I don't really edit anything. There's really no pretense. I don't edit anything. What you see is what you get. But I have been through a spiritual awakening and I've learned a lot. And if you're happy with it, I'd like to share some of those things with you. A lot of times in this process, we don't have a clue what's going on unless there's been somebody before us that has some time or takes some time out to enlighten us. I would be one of those people. So I'm very excited. This is going to be a 7 module course, and it's going to start with hold on a minute. I kind of got all this stuff out. uh, Bear with me. This will also like, okay, so first one, here's an example. We'll start with course one. I'll tell you about it, and then the next one you'll see, the next film you'll see is on course one. uh, I will have chat on in some of these so that there can be a question and answer session, but sometimes it's easier that I don't get distracted and I can just give you the information that's helpful, because our time is valuable, right? Okay, so the first one is going to be on recognizing your spiritual awakening. How do you recognize if you're having a spiritual awakening? What is a spiritual awakening? Does it even exist? I didn't even know there was such an animal until I had one. I mean, I've heard of it. We've all heard of things like that. But like, hearing about it and living it are two different animals. You know, when you start hearing the voice and you're like, wait a minute, no, 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 not happening. But guess what? A lot of times it is happening. You're having that spiritual awakening and you don't even know. You haven't even figured it out yet. I know, because I've been there and done that. I don't have a t-shirt, but maybe I should get one. So this course is it's very open. It's very user friendly. It's a safe space. And I'm hoping that I can provide some clarity into the spiritual awakening journey and allow you to get excited about life again, to make that connection, like a coming back to self again, to remembering. Because life is busy, and a lot of times we forget who and what we are. We give so much of ourselves to others, and we deplete ourselves over and over again. And then we just, after a while, we wake up one day and we're like, where did I go? Who am I? Things like that. Why do I feel lost? Why do I feel disconnected? Why am I sad? Okay, and you don't have to live that way. I am spiritual. I do believe in a higher power. I believe in a higher connection. I pretty much let you, that's your business. This is just simply, I I teach you what I've learned in my journey, and I try to answer questions and be of help. That being said, there will be at least 7 modules for this course. Awakening. What else do we have in here? Oh man, you cannot. We definitely gonna have to cover Dark Night of the Soul. That sounds brutal, doesn't it? And there's not going to be a time constraint on this course. It's, we graduate and we come into things in different times in our lives. And usually when it appears, that's when you need it, right? And no, my hair is never neat. Given up. Occasionally it looks really neat, but no. It's kind of like my thing from God. I'm kind of like the female version of Samson, I think. I know, kind of silly, but true. Okay, don't talk to God about your hair unless you're ready for an answer. If you saw what my hair used to look like, you would definitely understand that statement. Okay, so getting through that dark night of the soul is part of our process. I was like, please, Lord, tell me we're recording. Also, after you get through the dark night of the soul, things start to happen. Like, ah, crazy stuff. You're like, was that a sign? Was that a message for me? Did I hear that? Am I losing my mind? All kinds of things, right? So we'll be talking about those inner senses and those how they awaken, your body chakras, your clairs, your third eye activation. So much to discuss, and I don't want to overwhelm you on this first video. Um, Understanding your blueprint, where you're supposed to go in life, what your mission and purpose is. It's not all about me or my journey. This is about you and your journey. Where you need to go, how you get there, all the bumps and bruises along the way, and things to help you successfully navigate this journey in life called spiritual awakening and everything that comes with it. And also, in essence, which I believe comes right along with spiritual awakening, is the process of um, returning to self, understanding who you are. And when you do that, you don't want to live a low vibrational life. You start thinking there's more to life. There's something better, that you want to live with that high energy and that high vibration and waking up looking forward to living life on a daily basis. And if you don't have that, this course is probably a really good thing for you. So it's something to think about, right? My name's Sher. I'm an intuitive. I also promote the sharing of peace and love in the world. Probably should have led with that one. And I invite you to join me on this course, uh, on this adventure. And I look forward to it. No pressure, no stress. We just we uplift and share and support and pray sometimes, occasionally, and I just do. I talk to God. I get messages and I share 'em. It's pretty much that simple. Also, guys, please go share some peace and love. I'll talk to you on our next module. Bye.